without further ado, let's jump into this. Okay, for our first card, we have the Queen of Wands. She is in the reverse position. So, when the Queen of Wands is in the reverse position, she can come across as a bit aggressive. So, you guys may be feeling a bit aggressive, or perhaps maybe people are maybe feeling that you're a bit aggressive, maybe even being a little pushy, maybe even bossy. Yeah. The Queen of Wands is a very dominant energy. So, whenever she walks into a room, everyone will know that she's there. But when she's in the reverse position, her energy is turned towards the aggressive side as opposed to the confident side. So for me, the feel here is that impatience. I think you guys may be having an issue with impatience. You're just ready to get things moving along. We will be clarifying. If you watch my readings, then you know we always clarify. I love details. If this is your first time here, don't worry. A lot more details to come. Okay. For our circumstances card, we have the Strength card. So circumstances are definitely saying, hey, it's time to draw on your inner strength. And also, what is Scorpio very well known for? The emotional strength. So now is the time to definitely rely on your inner strength and your emotional strength. Here we have our focus card, and we have the Sun in the reverse position. So anytime the Sun comes up, this can indicate that you may be experiencing delays. And perhaps some of you are having issues understanding why things are delayed, which can also lead back to the impatience. But we need to call on our strength to get through this. Now, this can also indicate that you might be at a crossroads, maybe within your home life, or even in your marriage, or a relationship, Maybe you're trying to make a decision of, should I continue on, or should I just call it quits and move forward? Sometimes this can indicate that perhaps maybe you might be suffering from low self-esteem. And I don't want my Scorpions suffering from low self-esteem. You guys are beautiful, and you know it. Don't get down on yourself. You're beautiful. Don't worry about what other people say. If you're doing negative self-talk and don't even listen to yourself then. You're beautiful. Don't put yourself down. Okay? And sometimes this can indicate that you may be on a really rocky type of road within a certain situation in your life. And you're having a hard time mastering this particular path that you've been on. Whatever you're trying to achieve. Maybe it's been a very difficult path to achieving this, but that doesn't mean throw the towel in. You need to remain optimistic. Try to not focus on the negative and the thereof of everything. You want to try to focus, try to shift your thoughts and focus on the positive. Try to focus on all of the blessings that you do have in your life. No matter what is going on, no matter what is wrong, you have many blessings in your life. And if you could just simply focus on what you do have and be grateful for what you do have, this can tremendously help. You know, if we're very grateful and thankful for what we have, and we choose to think about what we have rather than what we lack, then we can actually attract more of good things to come our way. And in no time, we can reverse this card to the upright position. It's just a delay, okay? It's a setback, it's a delay, but it doesn't mean that it's not worth it. Now, this is the card position of your recent past or the energy that is currently passing. Here we have the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is about third-party information, secret information. This can also indicate spying. But this can also indicate that you simply receive some information from someone, and this person would probably be younger. Now, there's always a message of, it's like they want to inform you of something, like something that you didn't know, or they want to make sure that you know something. Now, it can be kind of like, you know, flight away from a dishonorable act, you know, like, don't tell mom, but, you know, so something similar along those lines. It's about secrets, essentially. So, you may have found out about some secrets that maybe someone may have been keeping from you. Now, the Page of Swords also can indicate that perhaps there may be some disappointing news that had arrived in your recent past, and it's not always the best of news. And this type of news, it can make you have to make decisions very quickly, actually. Yeah. Because the swords are very fast moving. So the energies just move quickly. So things occur quickly. Now, this is the card of the present, the here and the now type of energy. We have the Nine of Wands in the reverse position. So, you guys are definitely feeling like you may be at a point where you are mentally and or physically feeling exhausted. Perhaps something that you've been trying to achieve, maybe someone or something that you've been trying to defend, even yourself, and it's like the fight has just been so long and so brutal that it's like it's breaking you down. You feel like, should I even continue? Is it worth it? Because at this point, I don't feel like it is. I can barely function. So, not the best card. We're basically breaking under the pressure, even though for Scorpio, it's about impossible for us to break unless we allow ourselves to break. The only people that can truly hurt us are the people that we allow to hurt us, but, you know, really, we end up hurting ourselves more than anyone else could actually do to us. So, but yes, so this is definitely indicating that, you know, you're having a very hard time continuing on and defending something or someone. You're just wondering, should I even continue? And the thing about this here is that the more that you push yourself to keep trying to fight this battle, it leads to physical and mental exhaustion, but it can also lead to you becoming ill. So I would definitely say pull back, rest, recuperate, regroup, and get back out there after you're feeling more up to it and, ready to take it on. But you really need to take a break to rest, because you're pushing yourself too much. Okay, this is the card for the near future, and we have the Two of Cups in the reversed position. So this is indicating that a close relationship is out of balance. Now, it doesn't mean that it's beyond repair. It is definitely possible to fix this relationship, but both parties need to be able to sit down and communicate openly, honestly, and very directly. Both parties have to want to fix their issues in order to make this work. Communication is key. For some of you, you may be feeling like you were just at a crossroads, like you may feel like throwing the towel in on a relationship and just being done and ready to walk away. Now, this could be you, or you could be on the receiving end of this, so it can go either way. But things are not balanced within this relationship. And that is the problem, and that's what's leading to the problems here. So, now this could be a relationship that is, a romantic relationship. This could be a marriage. This could even be a very close friendship. And occasionally this could be a family member as well. But this would be someone that you do love and that, you have a very special connection with. It could be very platonic, but you would have love for this person. So the relationship is not balanced. It's like one person is doing, pretty much everything and the other person's not. The give is not equal to the take within this relationship. It's out of balance. So again, it's not so far gone that it cannot be repaired. It's just going to take both parties to sit down and be willing to fix it and to communicate properly. Both parties got to want to fix it. So, yeah, we'll clarify. I'm ready to clarify, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, this is the Attitude card, and here we have the High Priestess in the reversed position. So, with this card, it's almost got that vibe of something is not right. So you guys may be feeling that something is off, something is not right. Maybe it's this relationship. Maybe you're wondering, is it worth, continuing on and going through the delays? Is it worth fighting for? But there is a feeling of something is not right. And sometimes this can indicate the wrong use of psychic energy, maybe even manipulation. Don't shoot the messenger here, because I know that all of you are not doing this, but there are a few of you that are. And to the few of you who are manipulating the energy, you need to be careful, because the truth always comes out. And you can manipulate all you want, but it's not going to serve you in the end. So it's best to just leave that alone. Now, another thing with the High Priestess in reverse here is all that glitters is not gold. Sometimes things can look one way and they're really another. So some of you may be putting on a brave face when you go out and do your day-to-day errands, go to work, whatnot. Maybe you're putting on a brave face like nothing is wrong to your friends and family, but on the inside, you know something is not right. Something feels off. It's just not right. Okay, this is how other people see you. And here we have the Two of Wands. So this is very positive. This is about, we go from manifesting into materializing something. So, you know, some of you may have started something recently. And this card is essentially about waiting to see the results of something that you have started. Now, this is our hopes or fears, and right off the bat, I'm going to say that this is a hope. Because here we have the Chariot, and this is basically victory through adversity. So, you know, no matter what gets thrown your way, no matter how many enemies come at you and try to bring you down, you still emerge victorious because you were just absolutely determined to achieve your goal, to achieve your success. Now, for our final outcome card, we have the Knight of Swords. And so to my few people that I've spoke to, who will probably hate me, and that's okay. Thank God I don't really care how people feel about me. I do have Scorpio moon, so. This is Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is here to cut through all the bullshit. So, the Knight of Swords is all about revealing the truth, getting the truth of the matter out there. The Knight of Swords is also a bit of a warning, letting you know, hey, we've got a situation that lies ahead here, and it's going to be a quick moving situation. The Knight of Swords is a mover. He's a shaker. He doesn't dilly-dally along, you know. I mean, he's about business. Let's get it done, you know. Let's communicate. Let's get the job done. So he comes in quickly. And he lets you know, look, you need to be aware. There's situations that are about to come up. And the truth is, the ultimate theme behind all of it is we will get the truth. We will get the truth that we are seeking. So wherever in your life you're seeking the truth, you're going to get it. It's coming. But, you know, to us Scorpios, we are pretty good. We got amazing bullshit detectors, so it's pretty hard to lie to us. We'll figure it out. You ain't going to keep us blind for long. We will figure it out. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have Three of Cups. So I'm really liking this. Definitely. So the Three of Cups is about receiving recognition and maybe even some monetary type rewards, excuse me. This is basically about us taking something on and we achieve our success and we now have a reason to celebrate. Perhaps this is the project that you were waiting on results for. So this is looking quite positive. Very, very positive. Three of Cups is a very festive card. It definitely implies good friendships, you know, and celebrations. You have a reason to celebrate. So I am loving that. Let's clarify. I'm so ready for more details. Okay. Oh, there we go. The Chariot again. Victory through adversity, baby. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's good. All right. Ooh. Okay. Okay. We clarify our Queen of Wands in the reverse position, and we get the King of Cups. So, this makes me think that a lot of you are focused on the love life. And if you're not focused on the love life, then this could be a career somewhere around the field of teaching, counseling. Counseling would be a big one. Psychology, things of that nature. But I feel the King is coming in and trying to let you know that, because right here, this is aggressiveness, pushiness. And the King of Cups, he's a very emotional man, but he does not show that on the surface. He can detach from his emotions. Even though he has those emotions, he can detach. So, maybe some of you are trying to detach from your emotions. And maybe that might make you appear that you're being more aggressive. Maybe some of you have detached from your emotions because you've been going through emotional situations and you don't want to come across too emotional and, you know, have an emotional meltdown in front of everyone. So you may be coming across as a bit more aggressive because you've chosen to detach from your emotions. But, you know, the King of Cups has a very good understanding of all the human emotions. This King of Cups is quite used to dealing with the rocky side of the emotions. And he's really good at doing so. Now, for a few of you, this could potentially indicate that maybe you might be dealing with a man. Maybe this man would be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, possibly. Sun, moon, or rising sign. Doesn't have to be. It could be a man that has the King of Cups qualities. But my main feel here is that a lot of you are appearing aggressive, but it's not that you're really trying to be aggressive. It's just you're trying to detach from your emotions, and so you may be coming across as aggressive, but it's really not meant to be that way. That's not what you wanted. You're just trying to do your best to make it through the emotions. You know, you're just trying to detach temporarily so that things don't look even worse. You know, you don't want your emotions controlling you. And so I feel that's why a lot of you are just simply trying to detach so that you're not controlled by your emotions. Okay, for our circumstances card, we had our strength card, so definitely going to need to be relying on that inner strength, and especially the emotional strength that Scorpio is so well known for. We clarify, we get the Ace of Cups. So, Ace of Cups, this is definitely indicating a situation, that could be a relationship. Yeah, definitely could be the start of a relationship. Huh. But see, I got the feel that we're already dealing with the relationship as well. So, this could also be indicating, especially since we have the Two of Cups in the reverse position, that, it doesn't have to, the partnership, the relationship does not have to end, because you can literally call on your strength and your emotional strength, and you have the blessing of the Ace of Cups here, which is an absolute blessing, showing that your love could be renewed if you choose to do so. Now, the Ace of Cups could also be indicating that perhaps someone very close to you could end up giving birth soon, or may have news of being pregnant. And the Ace of Cups is also about psychic ability, which Scorpios, you guys already have these and you know it. Of course, you like to keep them secret, so that's fine by me. But the Ace of Cups is a blessing here, and it's showing that perhaps your psychic abilities are unfolding more. Maybe you're gaining some abilities. Perhaps some of you are desiring to start a new relationship. Maybe some of you are maybe you're the one that's ready to call it off. Maybe some of you desire to have a new relationship. And for those of you who are single, maybe you're simply wanting a relationship. Okay, this was our focus card. We had the Sun in the reverse position. So this was about ultimately a delay and maybe being a little impatient. And this can also be concerning your personal, your home life, your marriage. That could be at a crossroads. But here we clarify and we get the Chariot. So I absolutely love this card. This is our victory through adversity. This is how I coin it anyway. Victory through adversity. Because it's very much that, even though, because people and circumstances will throw things at us to try to delay us in achieving what we really want. But if you just make up your mind and stay focused, stay determined, you will get what you want. Don't worry, you will get what you want. And in no time, you can make this Sun card turn around and work for you. Absolutely. But the lesson here is don't let anybody knock you off your carriage there, Sure, some things may get thrown your way. Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Stay determined. Stay focused. If you want something, go after it. Don't let nothing stop you, because you'll achieve it. So this is an absolute blessing. You can achieve what you want. And also, this also would indicate that if you have any enemies or adversaries, however you want to look at it, you will be victorious. So don't worry about the haters, okay? Because you're just going to gallop right past them like, bye. You got this. Okay, this was the card of our recent past or the energy that is currently passing. We had our Page of Swords. So, secret information, third-party information, also fast-moving situation that may involve disappointing news where we have to react and make decisions quickly. And also about things being hidden, you know, secrets. We clarify, we get the Eight of Cups in the reverse position. So, for some of you, this could indicate that perhaps you abandoned a situation and you walked away from it. And then you decided, you know what, I'm going to go back. I'm going to give it another chance. Yeah, that's the biggest one sticking out for me. But this could also be speaking on how you're tired of being on that spiritual journey. You're just ready to come back to the material and the physical side of life and just simply enjoy the material and the physical side of life. This can also indicate that there was a new love interest that perhaps may have came into your life recently. Okay, so here we had our Nine of Wands. This is basically trying to defend ourselves, trying to achieve something that we want, but we are just pushing ourselves past the point of exhaustion. We clarify, we get the Ten of Coins, so it would seem to me that you guys are definitely pushing yourself in regards to financial matters. Maybe some of you guys are really overworking yourself. You really need to be careful. I totally understand the need and the want to be financially secure, but you don't want to do it at the expense of your health, okay? So if that resonates with you and you have been working too much, do try to give yourself a break. It's okay to take a break. You need a breather, because under this type of energy, we're just not going to be able to make it too long. I mean, because we're pushing ourselves past the point of exhaustion, you know, and it can make us ill if we do not take that break. And a lot of times I like to look at illness like, you know, even a cold. Sometimes when we get a cold, it's just because our body needs to take a break. And if that's what it's got to do to get us to take a break, then that's what may happen. Because some of us will just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and not wanting to stop. And so sometimes things like this can happen because we need that break. And if we're not being willing to take that break on our own, then unfortunately things like this can happen. But I say, hey, I love your determination. I really do. I admire it. And I know that you guys are definitely focused on gaining some, finances. You're trying to get your finances better. Some of you are even working doggedly because you want to be able to leave, a legacy, if you will, You want to be able to have wealth. But don't kill yourself over it. You can achieve that. You just need to give yourself a break every now and then. It's okay to take breaks. It's really for your own good. Because if you take a break for a day or two, it allows you the chance to be able to rest up physically, mentally, emotionally, and then we're more prepared to go back at it, and we can do it with renewed energy. But we got to take a break. Because if we don't take that break, then we may end up making ourselves ill, and then we got to start over. So, just if you can, try to take a break. Don't push yourself past the brink, okay? It won't benefit you. But I'm loving your determination. I just want you guys to not be too hard on yourselves, I don't want you guys to become ill over it. Okay, here we had our Two of Cups. This was our card for the near future. And this is showing that we have a partnership that is out of balance. The give is not equal to the take. You could be on the end where you're doing all the giving, or you could be on the end where you're doing all the taking. But either way, this is about coming to a crossroads. Maybe some of you are wondering, should I call it off, or should I really sit down and, communicate and find a way to compromise and work this out? Now we clarify, and we get the Six of Cups in the reverse position. So this can definitely indicate that perhaps maybe you might be a bit nostalgic. Maybe you've been looking back to the past and the way things were for you in this relationship when they were good. And maybe you're wishing you could go back to that point when things were great in this relationship. Now, for some of you, this could indicate that the relationship that is out of balance now is a relationship with someone that you've known for a very long time, perhaps from your childhood. This can also indicate siblings. It can also indicate cousins. But this can also be, people that we've known for a very long time. But I'm thinking for most of you that this is simply you guys looking back to the good moments within this partnership, this relationship, and you're wishing things would be like they were. But you don't want to get stuck in that state, because that's wishful thinking. And ultimately, that doesn't really get things done. Now, this is our Sun in Scorpio card. But yes, it won't do us any good to think, and get stuck in the past like that. We got to move forward. So, but I completely understand the wanting things to be as they were. And they can be as they were for some of you. If it is you that's pulled back and you really don't want to have pulled back, but maybe you need to go within to discover why you pulled back, because there's a reason. Now, if it's the other person that's pulled back, well, then, we can't control that. I mean, you can try, but ultimately, that type of thing won't last forever. So, but just remember, communication is key here. And sometimes that can be a problem for Scorpio type of energy, because sometimes we want to hide our emotions. Maybe we don't want to talk about certain things or get too deep into an emotional talk, And if so, we're going to do it on our terms. But, for some of you, maybe you might be feeling a certain way within a relationship, but if you haven't actually voiced this to your partner, then how can anything be fixed? See, both parties have to actually work together. So, yeah. For some of you, it can be saved, and for some of you, it's dropping away. And for some of you, I feel that this might have been a relationship that you walked away from before and you came back. But it's still just not working out. Okay, here we had our attitude card. We had the High Priestess in the reverse position. So, main message here is feeling that something is not right. We clarify, we get the Wheel of Fortune, which is our Jupiter card, and Jupiter is in the sign of Scorpio. So, I find Jupiter be very lucky. But, you know, when Jupiter's in Scorpio, everything tends to get exposed. Things that have been hidden can be exposed. And the High Priestess is suggesting that, you know, something is being hidden. So the Wheel of Fortune, which is ruled by Jupiter coming in, it definitely indicates that whatever you may feel is being hidden, it's going to get exposed. Okay, this was how other people see you. We had the Two of Wands. So this was about manifesting and then materializing, you know, maybe a particular project or, you know, a situation in your life. You started something and now you're waiting for the results. We clarify and we get the Justice card. So this is good. This definitely shows that things will be equal. They will be balanced. So the right thing will be done. So the results will be fair and honorable. Now this is the hopes and fears position. Here we had the Chariot. Victory through adversity. Being determined. We clarify, we get the King of Swords in the reversed position. Now he is not so nice when he is in the reverse position. Let me tell you, this is a king you don't want to cross. That tongue of his is literally like a sword, and some very hurtful things. Wow. So, you know, the King of Swords, typically he reacts this way because he was hurt. And he can appear moody, you know, the whole brooding thing, detached. He doesn't want to have to face the emotional situation. He would just rather isolate himself because he just simply doesn't want to deal with it. And anyone that really tries to communicate with him is not going to see the better side of him. Because when he's in the upright position, he's fair, he's honorable, he gives good advice. When he's in the reverse position, well, we're looking at the reverse, you know. He's not going to act from an honorable standpoint. He's not going to be fair, you know, there's going to be bias. So, seems like a bit of a hope and a fear all in one here. Or perhaps you fear that this may be your enemy, someone with this type of character. But when we have the Chariot, don't worry about any enemies or adversaries because you got this. Plus you got the Justice card. Things are looking good for you guys. You know, whatever wrongs happen will be righted for you. Now our final outcome card, we had our Knight of Swords. So he's a mover, he's a shaker. He's all about communicating. And he's here to warn you. You know, that you need to be on alert because you got a situation that's fast approaching. And we're going to get to the truth of the matter, essentially. We clarify, we get the Knight of Cups. So, with the Knight of Cups in the reverse position, You know, this can indicate someone, you know, maybe they had professed their love. Maybe they even proposed. And, you know, now when it's in the reverse position, they may have revoked that. But overall, this is definitely indicating that there is turbulence within the love life. The emotions are not being shared equally between both people. You know, and sometimes this can be a fear of commitment. So this could be on your side, this could be on the other person's side. But my feeling is that this is probably going to be mostly on the other person's side. But don't worry, the truth of the matter is going to be exposed. You're going to get your truth, you're going to get your answers. And sometimes this can also indicate that maybe that fears have overworked your emotions. And so sometimes this can lead to someone not telling the whole truth about what they feel, you know, or about how they truly feel. So, but don't worry. No matter what the truth is going to come to light. When you have someone like the Knight of Swords, the truth is coming out. It's going to come out. And whether you're on the giving or the receiving end of this truth, just know that everything happens for a reason. Sometimes, you know, relationships, we may think that they're good for us, but they may not necessarily be what's best for us in the long run. And so things like this can happen because we're being pushed by the universe to go down a different path. And it's for our own good, even though it doesn't feel like it in the moment. It is for our own good. And I always say, when one door closes, another opens. And typically the new door that opens is always a much better one, a much better option. But, you know, it takes us having to go through this experience to get to that new door, that new path, that new direction, that new person. Now, for the bottom of the deck, we get the Four of Cups in the reverse position. So this indicates that you guys are simply ready to just go out and enjoy life. You have a strong, strong need for love, passion, adventure. You're ready to go out. You're ready to have a good time. Some of you may already have another love interest. Yeah, you may already have another love interest already. Some of you are ready to go out and travel. Some of you may actually be presented with an opportunity. And this can be any type of opportunity, so you might want to be aware of that one. But overall, you're ready to just enjoy. You know, because when the card is in the upright position, he's being leery, like, should I reach up and grab that cup? Yeah, I don't want to trust. I don't want to trust it. I've been hurt. I don't want to trust this. Now that it's in the reverse position, he's like, yeah, I do want that cup. I want that cup. I'm going to drink that cup. Yes, give it here. Let me drink that opportunity up. He's ready to go out and have a good time. And I think that a lot of you guys are going to be ready to do so as well. And, maybe you don't feel like that right now, but you'll get there. You will. And you'll see that this will lead to something much better. Now, I did pull some love oracle cards for you guys. I'm not going to clarify them, but I have pulled your love oracle cards, so we're going to go ahead and read those. First one, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Now, I think you guys will know which ones are resonating with you the most. Now, those of you who are absolutely going through this situation of having a, proposal or, someone who's professed their love to you and now they're just like trying to revoke it. Like, yeah, no, I don't think I can go through with this relationship. And the Knight of Swords, he's also saying pay attention to the red flags because they're there. You need to pay attention and free yourself. But see, I feel that a lot of you guys already will have someone that's interested in you. So when you're ready, engagement, calling in your soulmate. These things take time. It doesn't happen overnight. But I feel some of you may already be doing this because not every Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign is attached right now. And this is why I wanted to make sure that you guys realize that this does not absolutely have to be a romantic relationship or a marriage. It can be a very close friendship. And it could, also be, some with a sister or a brother or a cousin, but it would be somebody you were very, very close with. So yes, you'll know which ones resonate with you and your situation. And I like to remind people as much as I can, take what resonates with you and leave the rest, okay? You don't want to get stuck on thinking this is absolutely the, 100% way it's going to go, because we have free will. And if we change one thing, it can change everything for us. So for some of you, you may decide, you know what, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to tell the truth about my feelings. Some of you may be able to fix your relationship, and you'll be able to remain optimistic, and things will be fixed. But see, it's all about free will. We have the free will, so it's a personal choice for everyone. Some of you don't want that relationship and going to let it go. Some of you may want the relationship, but it still may go. And some of you may be able to repair it. Everyone's different. Okay, please keep your head up, Scorpios, please. Because things are going to get better. I mean, ultimately, the truth is coming out. The truth is going to be exposed. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm all about truth, okay? Give me the truth. That's all I want. I don't care how painful the truth is. I would rather know the truth and deal with that pain than to find out through another source that makes it much more painful. It makes the sense of betrayal so much more deeper. Yeah, so things are going to get better. I mean, I would rather know the truth. That way I can, move forward. That would be my closure. But, to each his own. We're all different. We're all on our own personal journey. So again, take what resonates here and leave the rest. But just know you guys are definitely being taken care of by the universe. We got our Jupiter and Scorpio, plus we got justice blessing us, plus the chariot.
February 27th. And we have one more day of this hot burning Aries moon in the sky until the moon grounds in Taurus tonight at 11:29 p.m. Pacific time. So this hot day today, there are some big choices to be made today and some serious real world shifting happening as our relationships are really asked to evolve and transform, and some boundaries to be put up in our relationships because Venus is squaring Pluto tomorrow. So we're really starting to feel that today as the moon squares Pluto and Saturn as well. So this means there is some heavy lifting going on today as well as some deep transformation of our relationships. And this can really end up in some power struggle energy, Venus squaring Pluto. This is our relationships and our values and what we love, and it's being asked to transform and to go deep. And so there's a tendency for obsessive energy and controlling and manipulating. So let's use this energy to evolve and to transform our relationships, to go deep, to make commitments, to draw some boundaries, and we can really use it this way. Or it could be quite a fight today. If you want to fight today, and tomorrow as well. So lots of deep breaths, and the moon squaring Pluto and Saturn today. This is us building and growing strong in the real world. So if you are feeling heavy with the weight of the world and all of your duties and obligations and responsibility, and they're heavy on your back like a brick backpack, well, that's what's happening today. So this is where we grow strong. We stand strong in our own alignment and we don't lean out into somebody else's. That's where we're going to get into trouble. So just standing strong in our own selves. Focus on the self. Focus on the deep work that you're doing today and transforming in your relationship to yourself and making some boundaries for yourself. And doing this heavy lifting with good alignment, because if we do heavy lifting when we're out of alignment, we're not helping our bodies, right? So that's a metaphor for everything as well as our physical bodies. This is a great day for strength training because we really build some strength, especially tonight when the moon squares Saturn at 7:24 p.m. Pacific time. So it's a beautiful day for growth and for getting a lot done and transforming your relationship with yourself. So I hope you have a beautiful day today, friend, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.